Well, the fans are getting a great show on the track, but there's some action you don't get to see from the stands. Mel Camp is in the horse barns where the teams are prepping for the next race. Hi, Mel.
Hey guys, you know what? I'm calling this Race Village Houston because basically this is what it is and where I am here at the barns, behind the scenes. And if you take a look up the top there, can you see these little, we'll call them suites, not so luxury, 10 by 10, but this is where some of the people who work with the horses, exercise, and the grooms that look after them, they stay here during racing season. And trainers will move into a barn and they'll be here throughout the season that's happening here at Sam Houston Race Park. It's really cool. We're at Steve Asmussen's barn right now. He is one of the top trainers in the United States. He's had the most wins ever. And Stewart Elliott, an amazing jockey, rides for Steve during the Houston season, and I caught up with him really early in the morning to see what goes into training horses to get them ready for race day. Take a look at this.
A jockey's day starts early. At Sam Houston Race Park, training starts before sunrise. For champion jockey Stewart Elliott, meeting the sun on a racetrack somewhere across the country has been part of his morning routine for over 40 years. Another day in the office.
He's just breezing. He's gonna race. He's gonna race here sometime, but just like a maintenance work just to stay fit. Horses are just, you know, they train, you know, they're athletes. They have to be fit and conditioned. So we'll work them, you know, half a mile, 5/8 of a mile. We'll just get them ready and keep them fit. Just maintenance works and things just to keep them in shape for racing. What's up? How we doing, guys?
We chilling.
All these early starts are about getting ready for race day.
Yeah, we're good.
At this point in his career, Stewart has had over 34,000 starts.
You've won hundreds of millions of dollars throughout your career.
You'd have to look it up, but it's been because I've been doing it for so long, and I've been, you know, won 5,000, over 5,000 now.
Kentucky Derby, you won that. How was that?
Oh, it was very good. It's kind of, you know, when we won the race, it's first of all it's a thrill just to be there, you know, to be in that race, but to win it was like, I can't even explain it. I've been asked hundreds of times. It's just something I can't explain, the way that you feel.
Is it like every win, or is it different to the average win?
Oh, it's different. It's different, yeah. I mean, that's a special race.
It looks like a frantic dash out there when all the horses are racing from the sidelines when we're watching. But what's going on in that mass of horses that are galloping along?
It's kind of more of a strategy. So pace is always on your mind. You know how fast you're going. Are you where you're supposed to be in the race? You try to get a position according to the horse you ride and the way the race plays out. It's not like you would think, like a mad dash and just go. There's a plan and there's a strategy.
And they all have different personalities.
Yeah.
You know, some of them, I guess, are easier to ride on the track than others. What's your secret when you get a difficult horse?
Just try to get along with them. Sometimes you can figure something out on a horse that they like or what they don't like, but basically you just try to get along with them.
Do you have to love horses to be a jockey?
I think so. I mean, you know, since I was a little kid, I was always around them. I grew up around them. My father rode and trained horses, so yeah, you have to like it. You know, you have to like the horses, and otherwise I probably would have chosen something different. All right.
Oh my goodness, it's so amazing. It was just such a great morning. Stewart is an unbelievable jockey. It was really, really good to spend time with him, and he's so calm, which I think is the secret when you're hanging out with these amazing animals. And you know what? He was talking about how fit the horses have to be, but also jockeys have to be really, really fit. Because if you think about the pose they're doing, it's like it's a squat, and then they're also, the horses, it's like weights on your arms, so it's really intense. Stewart has to keep his weight down as well, and he was telling me he eats 1 meal a day. I don't know, what would you think? You seem pretty hungry. I don't think you'd handle 1 meal a day. I definitely couldn't. I don't know what meal. What meal would you pick? I don't know. But you know what? I am sending it back to Derek and Courtney because I'm going to have heaps more horse time.
Wow,
I'm coming.
talk about
Oh my
beautiful
gosh, look at this
animals
one.
right there. Also, I don't think I've ever seen a vantage point quite like that.
And listen, Stewart Elliott, a legend in horse racing. So incredible to hear him get that interview and for him to be racing today.